Young guys don't have the strength to keep the defender on his back. He did on that play.
Nice dish into Rusino right there from Dennis Smith. Good vision from the rookie. We talked about this. 3 out of 5 on one side, 4 out of 5 on the other. The starters make the roster. Dennis Smith that one.
Watch him. Dennis Smith Jr. is going through guys with the bucket.
Welcome to the NBA.
Certainly done his job, Smitty. That must come from you, right?
Thanks, Jared. No, I don't think so. I mean, obviously, I've been knowing him forever. Played with his dad at Michigan State.
Much because of that athleticism. Were some of those counts against him when you look at some of those things that people were talking about before the draft? Smith wins some contact from Dunn, but gets the roll. Smith showing off the skills.
As you can see, Chris Dunn sliding his feet extremely well, but the creativity of Dennis Smith Jr. taking the bump and going to the offhand.
The jumper, nothing but air. Smith the other way. Nice dish to Ashley inside for the bucket is good. Everybody trying to get him to shoot it. We saw that work with a couple of players yesterday. Oh, what a move off glass.
Drive it, still square, elevation, nice left, beautiful basket.
Hey, the guy that we're going to see him today, and that's Davon Reed. Watch what he gets in the basketball game.
Dennis Smith quickly gets on the board. Enter an interesting case. That's going to be a guy they're really going to watch for the Phoenix Suns, former number 4 pick. Oh, beautiful move from Smith for the Mavericks rookie. Ashley, good screen set. Boy, Smith is just, he's like, first off, physically, this is my first time seeing him in person.
They are high on Yogi Ferrell. And the fans embraced, obviously, the energy that he plays with. But this dude right here.
But this young man can play. 11 points already here in the first half. Again, good ball movement. Smith steps into the 3, and that one rattles home. 14 first half points for Dennis Smith.
2 on the board going into the start of the college season.
And we had Earl Watson on in the first half.
Yeah,
nice
Nico, yeah. Like I said, he's a true point guard. He sees the court. On the phone, you call him and you beg him to come play for you. And there's a bidding war. There you go, T. Okay, Junior, I see you.
Right. He's got a strength and a toughness to him. Dennis Smith against Jackson. Jackson leans on him. Smith goes right to the rim and banks it home. What an impressive drive. You say, wow, this guy is going to be special this year. Until they play against, NBA competition, as Smith has another 3-pointer.
Wow, that guy's going to be special this year.
I think it's fair to say that. We can say that.
Way to go overboard.
Ball and make wide open jump shots. So when you got guards like Smith that can get into the paint and make plays like you just did right there and finishing at the rim.
Go for your coach, a no-nonsense guy and a player's coach, a very believable guy.
I think the thing that would surprise people about Rick is how much time he spends on the court with our young players.
He's one of those guys, he's going to be challenged. It's a guard-rich lead. It's a great time. He sets up Motley. This time, Motley doesn't fumble it away.
Absolutely. Dennis does a great job of getting in the paint, using his body to pick and roll, uses his body contact right there, and was able to find the big fella.
Line of goggles someday.
I think so too, where it's kid-friendly.
Dennis Smith Jr., deep one. Got it! He had a little space because he had the big out of bio, and he didn't want to come into the rarefied air, did he? 16.
Relatively quiet so far. Don't expect that to last very long. On the wing, lets the 3-ball fly. Fred right on cue. Kentucky, who's in the ball game. Got a little bit of Wildcat flavor on the floor.
Nice.
Smith Jr. with
How about that?
A great foray to the cup. Both of us had a chance to visit with him. It's amazing how he has redefined the borders of basketball with his success in China. Dennis Smith Jr. is hotter than fish grease right now. He'd be a small point guard in this league.
Not even bigger than Dennis Smith.
Smith on cue. Yeah, that's big. Sizzling. D. Smith. Tell me.
Ooh, good basketball.
Another North Carolina native is in China.
I have a good friend, Bob Donewald, who was the Chinese Olympic coach. At one time, he had a couple million Twitter followers.
Wow. Dennis Smith Jr.
Just like we do in the schoolyard. Take him.
Took out his do-it-yourself kit. Tough fadeaway.
Take him! Take him!
He's a bad man, folks. Come on. Great patience, but nothing to show. And Smith Jr. hauls in a rebound. His 6th of the game. The lob. And there's the finish. Approaching 2 minutes to go. Smith taking on the challenge. Great time. And Ding slams it home. Smith Jr. Tough fadeaway. Got it! Dennis Smith Jr. with the strength.
Was a very difficult shot. A poor foul. That's excellent defense.
And people, and the Laker Nation showing up again here in pretty good numbers to watch them play Brooklyn next. Smith Jr. with the lob, and Ding on the other end.
Well, after the switch, I think too many teams try to post up after a switch. Dennis Smith, good job in using his quickness to get the steal, and then
it was a high score last night. He had 27 for the Lakers in their win.
Looked really good and active going to the rim as Smith with a nice finish. And then Smith snakes and
Smith Jr. with the rebound. Smith Jr. inside. Nice move on ball. He is so effortless. A high-scoring first quarter. Smith Jr. takes out his do-it-yourself kit, and he's already into double digits with 10.
That was the first thing we wanted to do, and I think my lens as an agent helped us there. And then the second thing is just to reshape the mentality.
Interesting during halftime with VP of Basketball Operations Magic Johnson courtside. Smith punches it home, and that's kind of the mid-air pyrotechnics that he's provided throughout his young basketball career. Have sleepovers and cut their hair. Getting free haircuts. Fine young man and a fine young dime to Motley. Or 3 that he likes. This time off the mark. Smith Jr. on the push. Wow, floats to the rim for the left-handed finish. And he crosses up ball for the layup.
watching Summer League.
Here's Caruso. Throws it away. Smith Jr. in the open court. Wow, he covered a lot of ground with just a couple of dribbles. The lead down to 13.